There is a kind of pain that does not show on any scan, does not surface in any conversation, and does not announce itself to the people sitting closest to you. It is the pain of feeling that no one, not a single person in your life, truly understands what you are carrying inside. Not because they do not love you, not because they have not tried, but because something in your experience, in your particular accumulation of loss and longing and unspoken grief, has never been fully witnessed by another human being. Researchers studying emotional suffering in older adults are identifying this as one of the most prevalent and most medically consequential forms of pain in later life. They call it existential loneliness. And unlike social loneliness, which can be relieved by company, existential loneliness persists even in the most crowded and loving rooms in the world. The distinction matters enormously for understanding why so many older adults who are, by every visible measure, surrounded by people who care, still suffer in this particular and hidden way. Social connection addresses the need to not be physically alone. But existential loneliness addresses something fundamentally deeper, the need to be genuinely known, to have someone encounter the full reality of your inner life and remain present with it, without flinching. And for many people over 60, that kind of encounter has simply never happened, or happened once long ago and has not happened since. Dr. Irvin Yalom, the existential psychiatrist at Stanford University, whose work on loneliness and the human condition spans 5 decades, has written that the inability to communicate one's inner world to another person is one of the deepest sources of human suffering across the entire lifespan. His clinical research documents how individuals carrying this form of isolation show significantly elevated physiological stress responses, higher rates of depression that do not respond to standard treatment, and a measurably accelerated rate of cognitive decline compared to individuals who have experienced even one deeply witnessed relationship. The neuroscience supports this. Brain imaging research at UCLA published in NeuroImage demonstrated that the neural experience of feeling unseen or misunderstood activates the same anterior cingulate cortex regions as physical pain. The brain does not categorize emotional invisibility as a social problem. It registers it as injury. The body responds accordingly, with elevated cortisol, disrupted sleep, increased inflammatory activity, and a progressive withdrawal from the social engagement that might otherwise provide relief. What consistently helps, according to research in the journal Social Neuroscience, is not broader social contact, but deeper relational honesty, the deliberate act of sharing something true and unguarded with one person who is genuinely present. Even a single conversation in which a person feels accurately heard produces measurable reductions in cortisol and significant activation of the ventral striatum, the brain's reward and connection center. The nervous system, it turns out, does not need to be understood by many people. It needs to be understood deeply by even one. You do not need to be known by everyone. You only need to be truly known by someone. If this video resonated with you, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this content when they need it most. Subscribe so you never miss a new video, because every week we bring you research-backed insights to help you feel more like yourself again. And if you know someone who might need to hear this, a friend, a parent, a sibling, share it with them. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is pass along the right words at the right moment. I'll see you in the next one.